It is often said that necessity is the mother of invention. This was certainly true for WD-40. Few people realize this famous blue and yellow can was not initially designed for home use. Its story begins in a small laboratory. The year was 1953. The world was deep in the Cold War. The aerospace industry was booming. New technologies were emerging rapidly. This era demanded innovation at every level, from grand designs to minute details of protection and maintenance for sensitive equipment. The Rocket Chemical Company of San Diego, California, was a modest enterprise. It was not a giant corporation. Its team consisted of just 3 individuals. They were tasked with a very specific and critical challenge. The challenge came from the aerospace contractor Convair. Convair was building the Atlas missile. This missile was a vital part of America's burgeoning space and defense programs. Protecting its delicate outer skin and internal components from rust and corrosion was paramount for its operational success. The Atlas missile was a marvel of engineering for its time. However, it was also highly susceptible to the damaging effects of moisture and atmospheric conditions. Even the slightest bit of corrosion could compromise its structural integrity or the function of its sensitive systems. The Rocket Chemical Company was therefore not just creating a product. They were working on a solution that would help safeguard national security assets. The stakes were incredibly high for such a small team. Their mission was clear: develop a substance that could prevent rust and corrosion. This substance needed to displace standing water effectively. Water displacement was the key. If water could be pushed away from the metal surfaces, rust would not form. This was the core problem they set out to solve. The team began experimenting with various chemical compositions. Little did they know, one of their attempts would become a global phenomenon, far beyond the aerospace industry. The lead chemist behind this effort was Norm Larsen. He was a self-taught chemical enthusiast. Larsen was driven by a persistent curiosity. He tirelessly mixed and tested different ingredients. His goal was to create the perfect water-displacing formula. He was not looking for a lubricant or a cleaner initially. The primary objective was purely to protect metal from the insidious creep of corrosion. This specific focus shaped the early development of the product we know today. The process was one of trial and error. Many formulations were attempted. Each one was carefully documented and tested for its effectiveness. Some formulas might have shown promise in one area, but failed in another. Others might have been too volatile or too difficult to apply. The team persevered through numerous disappointments. This iterative process is common in scientific discovery. It requires patience and a methodical approach to problem-solving, learning from each unsuccessful attempt. Finally, on their 40th attempt, they achieved the desired result. This particular formulation met all their requirements. It successfully displaced water. It also provided a protective barrier against corrosion. The name WD-40 came directly from this development process. WD stands for water displacement. The 40 signifies that it was the 40th formula they concocted. This straightforward name perfectly encapsulated its origin and its primary function, a testament to its practical beginnings. The actual composition of WD-40 remains a trade secret to this day. The original handwritten formula is said to be kept in a bank vault. This secrecy has added to the product's mystique over the decades. What is known is that it is a complex mixture of lubricants, anti-corrosion agents, penetrants, and dispersing agents. Norm Larsen and his small team had not just solved a problem for the Atlas missile, they had stumbled upon something with far greater potential, though they did not fully realize it at the time. Initially, WD-40 was used exclusively by Convair and other aerospace companies. It was a specialized industrial product. However, employees at the Rocket Chemical Company soon discovered its versatility. They began to take home small, unlabeled quantities of the product. They found it remarkably effective for various household tasks. It could silence squeaky hinges, it could loosen stuck nuts and bolts, it could protect tools from rust. Word of these other uses started to spread informally. John S. Barry, who became president of the Rocket Chemical Company in 1960, renamed WD-40 Company in 1969, saw the potential. He recognized that this water displacer could be much more than an industrial solution. He believed ordinary consumers would find it just as useful. This was a pivotal moment in the history of WD-40. Barry was a visionary. He pushed for the product to be packaged in easy-to-use aerosol cans. This made it accessible to the general public for the first time in 1958. The decision to market WD-40 to consumers was a gamble. It required investment in packaging and distribution. The company was still relatively small. However, Barry's conviction paid off. The first cans of WD-40 began appearing on store shelves in San Diego. Its popularity grew, largely through word-of-mouth recommendations. People who tried it were impressed by its effectiveness for a wide range of problems. It quickly became a trusted tool for handymen and homeowners alike. The famous blue and yellow can with the little red top became an increasingly common sight. Early marketing efforts focused on its ability to stop squeaks, protect metal, loosen rusted parts, and free sticky mechanisms. These core functions resonated with a broad audience. The product's reputation for reliability and versatility began to build. It was not just a product, it was becoming a problem solver, a quick fix in a can that people started to depend on for everyday challenges around the house and workshop. As more people used WD-40, the list of its applications grew exponentially. It transitioned from a niche aerospace protectant to an indispensable household item. The company even started to collect and publicize the many uses discovered by its customers. This user-generated content became a powerful marketing tool. It showcased the product's incredible versatility. People found it useful for tasks far beyond what Norm Larson had ever envisioned for his water displacement formula. Some of the unexpected uses are truly creative. People use WD-40 to remove crayon marks from walls. It can help untangle fishing lines and jewelry. Some use it to shine and clean stainless steel sinks. It has been reported to help remove chewing gum from hair and carpets. It can even be used to unstick Lego bricks that have been jammed together too tightly. The official list maintained by the WD-40 company now boasts over 2,000 documented uses, a testament to its adaptability. This wide array of applications is what cemented WD-40's status as a household name. It became the go-to solution for countless small problems. The distinctive can is now recognized globally. Its presence in garages, workshops, and utility drawers across the world speaks volumes about its perceived value and reliability. It is a product that has transcended its original purpose to become a multi-purpose problem solver, almost a cultural icon of ingenuity and quick fixes. The journey of WD-40 from a specialized missile protectant to a ubiquitous household staple is a remarkable story of innovation, adaptation, and keen marketing. It demonstrates how a product designed for a very specific, high-tech problem can find a much broader audience. Norm Larson's 40th attempt at a water displacer ultimately did more than protect rockets. It launched a product that continues to help people around the world solve everyday problems, big and small, proving that sometimes the most impactful innovations come in the most unassuming packages. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us. Thank you.